Well, Eric, we are 1/3 of the way through the season for the Kentucky Wildcats. We're 1/4 of the way through the season for the Louisville Cardinals. It's time to bring out the dopey report cards. What grade would you give the cards this early in the year?
It's report card day already. I always hated that when it came around so fast. Look, I'm going to give the Cardinals an A. What else can you give them? They're 3-0. They've won all their games with double digits. They just passed probably their first real exam of the season against Georgia Tech, and their offensive numbers weren't great in that game, but they got all the extra credit points. They got a block punt return for a touchdown. They cause a turnover down in the red zone and recover that for a touchdown. So I don't see how you can give them anything but an A.
I'm going to give them an A-. The only reason is because the schedule hasn't been worthy of getting an A. I mean, they did beat Georgia Tech, which is a team that beat Florida State, but the other two teams aren't the kind of teams they're going to face the rest of the way through the season. But I really like what I've seen from Tyler Shuck, and I really like the defense, so I give them an A-. How about Kentucky?
Well, that's one that's a little bit tougher because Kentucky had that South Carolina game, and that was an all-systems failure. So one bad grade can bring you down. But I do think that Southern Miss, obviously, a rain-shortened game, they played well. Georgia, they really deserve a lot of credit for that Georgia win because that's as well as anybody's played Georgia in 4 years during the regular season. So I'm going to give Kentucky a B. I'm going to give them just a straight up B because I think that Georgia win was so near win was so good.
Yeah, I'm going to be a tougher grader than you. I'm going to go C+ because I was at that South Carolina game and saw how bad it was. They really had no ability to block South Carolina's defensive line. They struggled offensively. They threw a pick 6. And Georgia's South Carolina is one of the swing games on their schedule that they need to win to really have the kind of season they want to have. That limits them really towards getting to. You still got to go to Texas. You got Ole Miss. You got Tennessee. They got 3 really tough games to go. They needed to win that South Carolina game. Until they bounce back and get a big win against a good team, I say just a C+. We'll keep watching. We'll come out with more report cards as the season unfolds. Stay with us here at WDRB and WDRB.com.